What is happening, people? It is your boy, Quarter Porter with Cheese, and it is time for us to get into this topics, this second podcast. I appreciate you guys' support on the first podcast. We had a nice amount of views and thumbs ups on it, so I appreciated it if you guys would take the time to go ahead and hit that thumbs up on this podcast. Right off the bat, we got a few topics that we're going to talk about today. I got that man CC. He's coming back for the second straight consecutive podcast, and we got this man, Crackhead Cruzer, out here in the middle of this mix. We're going to power through these topics real quick. We got a 30-minute time limit, so I'm going to try to get these boys in here and get the conversation going. So I'm going to welcome in that man, Crackhead Cruzer, aka Cruzer, and then we got that man CC, aka Bryce. And we're going to hit these topics. I'm going to set these topics up as we touch them up. So the first thing I want to talk about is this Netflix issue. So this is what's happening with Netflix. We got a lot of different, how we say, media companies, I guess, film companies that have like deals with Netflix. And some of them are starting to create their own streaming services, which will have all their exclusive titles on it. The main one that I see hitting the big part of Netflix streaming is Disney, and so that covers like your Disney, your Marvel, and then what other things are. Star Wars also is owned by Disney as well. So
Disney owns everything.
Yeah, Disney's buying up a bit of everything. So basically, when Disney starts their own streaming service, a big part of Netflix streaming titles is going to disappear. So my thing is I want to get you guys' opinion on Netflix, the state of Netflix. What is the fact of a lot of these companies making their own streaming services? My thing is, will it be the end of Netflix?
The end? I don't know about the end of Netflix.
Debatable.
I think that it's gonna like cripple them because a lot like Marvel is a big part of like Netflix, like Daredevil and all these shows.
Yeah.
And once those contracts run out, they're gonna take them back and they're gonna put them on Disney's streaming software.
Yeah.
But like Netflix originals like Stranger Things, which is like a really, really popular thing that they have. That might get viewers.
They're gonna do season 3 already. Though.
Yeah, there's gonna be a season 3. I think this year actually.
So
they're making.
So it's not going to happen right away. It's going to be something that's going to, like, Disney's going to be setting up their streaming service and then kind of like slowly starting.
It's supposed to come out this year.
Okay.
But like, if Disney sets up a streaming service, is it going to be free or do you have to buy it?
Nah, you're gonna buy it. They won't make it free. That's like losing all their money. But I know that Disney spent like, I think $4 billion on to buy Star Wars. So they're dishing out, I think, three new Star Wars series, which are going to be on the Disney Plus thing.
In a side topic, when is that final Star Wars movie coming out? The last of this, you know how they do it in threes. This one that has the chick as the Jedi Knight type. When is that last Star Wars movie slated to come out?
I don't know.
I was just wondering if any of y'all guys knew, because like, we got all the Marvel movies that are coming out this year. We got Captain Marvel, we got Endgame, and then we got that new Spider-Man. I don't even know if that's going to be an actual Marvel title because Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man, is what I heard, which is why.
No, I don't think anymore, because Spider-Man Homecoming is Marvel now. That was a Marvel reboot. So right now it's owned by Marvel.
That was Marvel. Sony wasn't in that.
I know that Venom was.
Yeah,
but anyway, they're. I don't think that's going to be instant, because they're going to have to wait. Because like, what's an example? SpongeBob. SpongeBob was actually on Netflix for a while, and they waited for like their contract to run up. And once their contract ran up, they took it out of Netflix and they put it on Hulu. I think it's on Hulu. So that's probably what they're going to do with shows that they canceled, like Daredevil, Luke Cage, Iron Fist.
Yeah,
They
they
didn't.
canceled.
They didn't cancel Punisher yet because Punisher just came out.
So, like, do you think like it's
They
gonna
did.
be like a general, like a gradual rollout? You know how Netflix has the different things. Is you think Disney's is gonna be like a gradual rollout of stuff that there's not on Netflix right now? Like the stuff that's not on Netflix, they're gonna have it on their service until their their contract runs out with Netflix, and then they'll start to bring that stuff over. Or do you think they'll just make
Yeah,
all their
I
stuff
think that's
available
exactly what they're going to do.
on their streaming service right away?
Yeah, that's exactly what they're gonna do. Because they want like all of Disney on that. Because then that's gonna bring more and more people over there. Because they're gonna be like, man, I can spend all these things on Disney for only like I don't know.
Let's
Like, I
go.
think it's supposed to be like $15 a month.
So y'all don't
That's a
think
pretty
that
good
what?
deal.
So what does Netflix do to like stay relevant? Because I mean, there's other film companies that they have contracts with and stuff.
Yeah,
But I
a lot of
mean,
other ones.
Yeah, there's other film.
but I mean, most
companies
people are
for
like
sure.
pirating stuff. I'm just saying, you know, honestly, to be honest, most people are just going to be,
Yeah,
you know, fire sticking, whatever free internet place they can go pirate and watch movies from. So I mean,
Yeah.
what can Netflix do? I mean, they have some of their own exclusive content, you know, but like I mean,
Yeah, they got pretty good exclusives. If I want to be honest.
but like when
Yeah.
the money was coming in through those contracts and such like that, and you know the payment. So do y'all think they're gonna like jack up the prices of the service, the Netflix subscription?
They might. If it comes to like that bad, they might actually jack up the price.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to be like, oh, Netflix is completely dead. I don't think it's going to be that bad. But Disney, I feel like Disney's going to be way over Netflix in about a few years. Because they got a lot of stuff. And it's not even going to be all Disney. That's the thing. It's going to be, I forget other companies that's going to be there. National Geographics, I think they co-own that. I'm not sure. They own like a lot of different companies that they can port their shows over there. I know they co-own Hulu, and they have some
Wait, Disney owns Hulu? What?
yeah, Disney co-owns Hulu, and they have like
Oh,
shows
Netflix
like The
did.
Runaway, which is a Marvel show.
See, that little
I think
bit of
Cloak and Dagger's
information
one.
makes it look like it might be over for Netflix, my boy. I'm not saying
Yeah, the more I
that
talk
it's
about it,
gonna be
I'm like,
over
I
right
don't
away,
know.
but like the bleeding is gonna start, my boy, and it's not gonna be pretty.
Yeah, that really makes me think. What can Netflix do to like besides like the only thing that I can think about is Stranger Things.
Oh yeah.
Because that's a really good series. I love Stranger Things, but I don't know if
Same.
it can carry. I don't know if it can carry.
Well,
Netflix.
think about it. Would you
They
pay
have a lot.
like $20 a month to watch Stranger Things?
Nah.
I mean, because that's basically what it's going to end up being. Is like you're going to be paying to watch these Netflix exclusive content, and then whatever other contracts they have with film companies, and you're going to be paying probably a higher monthly subscription fee, and then you have to like
Watch
sit there and
that.
weigh: is it worth paying that price, where you can like I said, most of these people are now fire sticking stuff, so now you don't even have to worry about paying for the stuff. You can just go free, where however you can find it and watch a show that you want to watch. So I mean, it's almost to the point to where Netflix has got to come up with something like groundbreaking or innovative, or something that's really good, like some kind of exclusive content that they have that's gonna drive subscriptions and keep people that are already subscribed watching and coming back to Netflix.
All right. So these are the two words: Netflix originals.
Yeah,
That's the only
that's
thing that they
basically
can
it
probably
right
hold.
there, my boys.
Because if you notice, Netflix is putting out a lot of like Netflix original stuff. Because once that Disney streaming service is on, they're not going to have anything. They're going to be struggling for a long time. And it's not Disney. They're getting some really famous actors to work on their stuff as well, like really famous actors and directors to work on like the Star Wars movies and what other shows? I'm trying to think.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Loki TV series that's supposed to come.
Oh yeah.
There's supposed to be like three or four different Marvel TV series that are supposed to come. That's supposed to have the actual like actors that are supposed to be in the movies. They're supposedly going to be in the TV series as well. So there's going to be some very famous actors. I don't know. Netflix. I'm scared.
So do you
For
think that
Netflix.
Netflix is going to be able to survive, my boy, for a long? Let's put our let's estimate. Let's see how long we think Netflix is going to last before they have to close their doors. What do you think, Bryce? What do you think, Bryce? Are they going to be able to weather the storm and continue to stay open, or is it going to be curtains at some point in the future for Netflix?
It might, but I think that it's going to be curtains for pretty much any
Yeah.
streaming software because I feel like they're going to see like a big change in streaming in general. Like prices are going to go up. The way you view content is going to grow or it's going to go up. So I'm gonna give Netflix like a good 3 to 4 years until they like do something big.
What do you think? What do you think, Cruzer? You think they're gonna be able to make it?
I think that I mean, yeah, like we said that it's not gonna die immediately, but I'd give it like a year before it actually
A year?
dead.
Oh,
A year.
dang. Well, another point is that Netflix actually might go to the DC side. That would be really
Oh
interesting.
no.
If they start going to DC for some stuff because DC they're like Aquaman that did really really good. Like
Yeah.
oh my god. Like everyone thought that was going to be bad because if you don't know DC has a very very bad reputation or
Aquaman's supposed to be like a joke.
yeah. And they have like they have Shazam. They have all these movies coming out between 2019 and 2021.
Yeah.
So if Netflix is like DC, let me get some of that content. I don't know. They might be able to make it back.
They might.
That is if the DC movies are good.
Yeah.
Well, my thoughts is that it's over for Netflix. You know, rest in peace to Netflix.
Over.
It's done. Once the Disney and all these other companies start pulling their content off of Netflix, they don't have anything that just makes me want to go and watch it. You know what I mean? The Bird Box thing, you know, my gal has a subscription. I wasn't gonna go make my own subscription, you know, unless they start being more stringent on how many devices can share access to a Netflix account, because they're gonna have to start doing that if they want to start, you know, making other people subscribe. They have to really start honing in and start keying in on where they're losing their money at and such like that for them to survive, my boy. But for me, I think it's curtains for Netflix. So let me switch and transition into to the gaming world. With the end of the last podcast, we ended outside of the gaming world. We're gonna dive back into the gaming world here, and it's 2019. There's a lot of games coming out this year. And I want y'all guys to tell me what games got your interest. What games are you interested in? It doesn't even matter if it's Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft. What games are you seeing in 2019 that have you hype or at least intrigued?
Right. Who's going first? Because I got a list.
Well, the only one that I really know that's gonna come out in 2019 that looks pretty cool is Shonen Jump. That has all the anime characters fighting each other.
Oh, Jump Force?
Yeah, Jump Force, not Shonen.
Shonen Jump.
Shonen Jump.
That game actually looks really, really clean with like the graphics and everything.
Yeah,
I know Purple, PKG, he's gonna buy like a straight up Xbox to get that game. I don't know about that.
Nah, son, we don't buy consoles to just play one game, my boy. You're gonna have to show me a little more quality. You're gonna have to show me more titles to make me justify spending the money. I mean, this is why I think, you know, if there's just one game that I want to play on the system, I got friends that got Xboxes. All right, we can go. I'll be like, hey, yo, you know, you need to get this game, my boy. I heard it's hype. You need to get it. If you're not, you're Square. You're gonna get, you know, you just need to go kill yourself, basically. And I mean, I'm just saying that, like, you know, jokingly, because we don't want nobody committing suicide. You know, if you got them kind of thoughts, we need to get you that hotline number so that you can get that stuff off your chest. But basically, what I'm trying to say is that you can Jedi mind game your buddy into buying the game, and then be like, he'd be like, hey man, I got that one game that you were looking for, and I'll be like, all right, bet I'm about to come over your house. I got the snacks, I got the drinks. Let's go, let's play this game.
Complete trash.
So I mean, there's ways around it if you're trying to get in there and get into some exclusive content that you want to get into, my boy. But 2019, my boy. There's that you have to show me more titles that are exclusive to your console. Then I'm gonna plop down the cash for it. If not, I'm just gonna stick with my Nintendo Switch. My boy. I got my Mario, I got my Zelda, I got whatever other titles come. I'm ready. So
yeah.
Right now, I'm gonna spit off a few of them. Since y'all guys are kind of like, that man Cruzer said that Jump Force game. All right, so let's look at these titles, my boy. We got Yoshi's Crafted World, my boy, coming out March 29th. We also got Animal Crossing, actual legit Animal Crossing game, none of this side quest or what's it called, the spin-off garbage. We want an actual meaty title where you can build your house and all that good stuff coming out this year. Rest in peace to Metroid coming out this year. So, but let me talk about that for a second too. As a matter of fact, we're talking about games. Now that they actually got what they should have done in the first place was get Retro Studios to actually start the game back when they were okay. We're gonna make Metroid Prime 4. We're gonna make Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah.
They should have been like, Retro, I don't know what y'all working on, but we'll get somebody else to finish it.
Stop.
And we're gonna give y'all Metroid Prime 4. Because I mean, how are you gonna make a Prime game and it's not made by Retro? It's not made by the studio that made the first 3 titles. I mean, I understand that Nintendo has relationships with other companies and they want to give them a chance to do stuff. Then let them do the spin-off garbage. If you're gonna have one of your mainline Metroid games, and you already had a studio that has tried and true, critically acclaimed, let them make the game. Let them be the driving force behind what you're doing. So I'm glad that they were able to say, that this is some garbage and be like, okay, Retros, y'all are going to work on this game. We're starting over. Because that's what they should have did in the first place. But the fact that they didn't do it in the first place, and then now it's 2019, and we're not going to get a Metroid game now because of Nintendo slacking, I'm kind of upset about this, my boy. And then the next game that I got coming out is Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered, my boy. Now, I know some of y'all might have missed this game, but this game is...
I missed it.
This is what online, basically dungeon crawling, all that good stuff. This is the type of game that should have came out back in 2003, 2004, but Nintendo was garbage back then. They didn't care about online and all that stuff. That if they would have had the connectivity things back then, like they did now, my boy, that game would have been massive. Like it had the perfect vehicle. The characters were cute. The dungeons were legit. The story was kind of like a little bit like skeleton like. But, like, you didn't really care about the story. You were just trying to, go through dungeons, collect items, build your armor up, do the real stuff, the stuff that gamers like. I'm talking about, like, you get a couple of your buddies, 2 or 3 or 4 of your buddies, y'all go, like, all right, we about to go on that run. We trying to get all the good gear out of this one area. And we're going to go smash and we're going to go grinding, my boy. But, like, now that we have online connectivity, Nintendo's halfway taken online play a little bit serious now. And now we actually have a game that's actually going to be I feel like this is the ultimate edition of this game. Like, I'm super hype about this, my boy. I'm just hoping that they don't, like, mess it up and, like, don't give you, like, ping limits or some shit like that. Or, like, people can drop in and out seamlessly and it won't, like, affect you. Like, how, let's say you have a group of 4 people going through a dungeon and then, like, 2 people drop out. and then you still got like the AI is like for 4 people going through the dungeon. The enemies are like impossible to kill with like 2 people. Because imagine playing Splatoon 2, right? And 2 people like disconnect. So like it's 4 on 2, my boy. That's basically what that shit is. I'm gonna need them to be able to program the game in such a way that it allows for the flexibility. Like, okay, how many players are in this party going through this area? Because I mean, like they have the potential to do this, and I'm not thinking that Square Enix is gonna get it done. Like, I'm just praying, my boy, at this point. Like, I'm hoping that they can make this game like everything that I wish it would have been back when it came out on the GameCube in like 2003, 2004. Like, my boy, this game is so good. Like I said, the story, if you're looking for a story, this probably isn't the game for you. But like, if you're looking for just, online, you're looking for multiplayer, you're looking for like the magic and the swords and all that stuff, my boy, I'm ready. Like, let me get like 3 of my dudes and let's get some snacks, some drinks, and let's stay up all night and let's grind, my boy. That's the type of game that I'm talking about. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles is going to be. And so that's like my 3 big titles, my boy. And then I'm like waiting to see some of these indie games that are coming out in 2019. Like, I've been watching the shops, my boy. There's one game that came out early this year that's called War Groove, and I'm looking at it and it looks like it might actually be something worth picking up.
That I was skeptical about that game, but I was like, man, this game might be one. I might have to put that on.
So I mean that's just my list. Now, let me hear what Bryce has to say. I want to see what this man. I might have to write down some games that I might have missed on my list.
So you missed a few. We got Pokemon.
Oh my boy, I forgot. My boy, let's get hype. Oh I can't believe I forgot about Pokemon, my boy.
I was like, all right, I was about to say Metroid Prime 4. Rest in peace. We got Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
My boy, I forgot about that one too. Let's go.
Oh man, what are the other list? We got Pikmin that's supposed to come. It doesn't have a release date, but it's supposed to come out 2019. That's
so. Is it Pikmin 4 or what?
Didn't Pikmin 4 come out?
No, I think 3 is the last one that came out.
No, 3 was the last one.
Yeah, I got that sitting on my desk right now. I ain't even cracked it open.
It just says Pikmin on here. We got Town, which is interesting, but I still might get that.
Who's making Town? What was the
Game Freak.
Oh, so that's the game that was a Game Freak, but it wasn't a Pokemon game. Okay, okay.
Doom Eternal, that's hype.
That comes out 2019? Boy, oh snap, my boy.
We got
I'm slacking. This man got some list. This man got that.
I know.
Well, what are some I'm gonna look up. What are Resident Evil 2 remake? We got Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh snap!
And that's pretty much it. I think that's it for me,
bro.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 11, and it's coming on Switch, bro. I'm about to be.
Oh no, really? Bro, bad.
While I'm on the toilet.
This man is gonna be sitting there dropping with Deuce and then doing the fatality. That's it. That's the last. Right. That's the last visual image I want to leave y'all with. On this man, this man sitting there finishing somebody off while he's finishing off at number 2. My boy, that's it. Oh my gosh. My boy, I can't believe I missed all of them games. Those some hits right there, my boy.
A new Far Cry game, which is the one. I never played a Far Cry game. But I know the stories are really good. Those are pretty much mine.
So Far Cry, is that coming to Switch too?
No, I don't
okay,
think so.
Okay.
At least
we don't care about that shit if it ain't coming on the Switch.
Oh, dang.
I mean, you could talk about it, but honestly, at the end of the day, it don't matter to me because the only thing that matters is a Switch. Everything else is trash. We're just gonna go right through this real quick. You got your Xbox, your PlayStation. That's nice, but the Nintendo's what's hot right now. Y'all just need to sit down, be humble. But all right. So I mean, that's my little fanboy moment. I forgot all these titles that was coming out in 2019. That man Bryce put me on. He was like, "You missed a few of them." Sorry,
you just missed a few.
Speaking of all these games, boy, let's talk about the big game that's happening tomorrow, my boys. It's Super Bowl 53. We got Saints and versus the Pats, the Patriots, the red, white, and blue of football immortality. These boys has been in the Super Bowl like almost every year. They out here. That man Tom Brady and Bill Belichick just doing stuff that like defies like all reason and logic. So let me ask you guys. I mean, most of us are gamers here, but some of us, we watch sports. We watch professional sports. We have some kind of like interest in the sport. What do you guys think is going to happen tomorrow in the Super Bowl?
Patriots. I mean, as much as I want the Rams to win, I really want the Rams to win. I don't know. Patriots might pull it off.
All right, so this man Cruzer is like, "What's football?" I was like, "All right, my boy, nah, you know what football is, my guy."
What are the standings? Rams were 13-3.
I can't remember what the Patriots record was, but like both of these teams were the number 2 seeds in their respective conferences, because both of the number ones got knocked out in the championship game. But like, let me put a little bit of conspiracy theory out there for you guys and see if y'all think. All right, so the NFL. I said Nintendo, but the NFL, Nintendo is out here. Tecmo Bowl, you know what I mean? They've been sidelined with the NFL since back before they actually had numbers and names and stuff. All right, but like basically the NFL has been trying to get a team in Los Angeles. All right, and like that's one of the big markets. Like this is where a bunch of people live at. It's a potential to make a lot of money. So, like, I think that they're going to try to, like, get it to some way that the Rams can win, because they think that if the Rams win the Super Bowl, then they're going to be able to tap into some of that that potential money out there on the West Coast and get a lot of more fans for the football team and, like, have a bunch of superstars and, like, all that stuff. They're basically banking on the Rams to try to bring that market in, even though it hasn't been successful in the past. But, like, be on the lookout because, look, the Saints almost won the NFC Championship game. They were, like, a pass interference call away from winning the game. But, like I'm honestly, if the Rams win, the NFL is rigged, all right? I'm just saying it right now. But if the Patriots win, then the NFL's legit, all right? Dude, because there's on paper there's no way that Brady and Belichick lose. All right, there's no way. But like if the Rams win, they're trying to figure out how to expand their business and their market out there on the West Coast. They're trying to bring more money to the NFL. So it's fixed if the Rams win. I'm just saying there's something going on there, and I want y'all to watch and be paying attention. And don't fall asleep. Keep your eyes open, because I'm telling you, my boy, you gotta watch. I mean, I'm saying the Patriots gonna win, but if the Rams win, y'all be on the lookout. There's something up behind the scenes.
I mean, it was already proven to be rigged when the Eagles won. Let's be honest. When the Eagles won, I was hyped, but I was like, something smells a little bit fishy around here. Tom Brady?
Yeah, that man got robbed. I ain't gonna lie. That man, they like straight up robbed that man.
I was hyped, but I was like, the Eagles winning. Huh?
Them boys was debating all year over what's a touchdown and what isn't. And then like all of a sudden in the Super Bowl, that now they're like everything is a touchdown. I was like, my boy, what is this?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna say the Patriots are probably gonna take this.
I don't care who wins.
You don't have no official prediction, my boy, on who wins.
I don't know if you can talk. The game producers in here.
Nah. I don't really care because a lot of my family are Rams fans, so like I don't care if the Rams win, and then like the Patriots win, then like
be different. Go Patriots.
No, because
you'll be the only one in the house.
I wouldn't care either because my school mascot is a Patriot, so I'm like, all right, that'd be cool. But yeah, I don't care who wins.
All right. So that we got everybody's prediction except Patriots. One person in here. My boy, what do you think, Game for Days? Is it Patriots or is it going to be the Rams in the Super Bowl, my boy? That man might have to type it out for us, and we'll say his prediction out here.
Good answer. That was a good answer.
Hold on, let me make sure I'm in the right chat, my boy. I gotta make sure.
Uh oh, I hear something. Oh,
Nah.
Man. Oh no! I saw it. Game for Days. I saw your thing light up. Man.
All right, so we're just gonna say that man Game for Days is he doesn't care which way or the other. But man, that man's snuck in here late. I added him in here. I seen him floating up in the upper channels or upper voice chats. So I appreciate you coming through, my boy. My boy Cruzer, my boy Bryce. I appreciate you guys. Y'all guys are the best. All right, so we're gonna stop this podcast here. Be on the lookout for another one. I might double up this month. We got a lot of stuff to cover. We can cover a lot of stuff. We can actually do this every week. Honestly, if we could get everybody on board.
I'm down.
My boy.
I'm down.
So we might see how that goes. But thank you guys for listening to our little podcast here, and we'll catch y'all guys in the next one. Hey Bryce, hit me up with that I quit, my boy.
I quit.